In this video, we're going to approach this very delicate topic in a very scientific way. So there are ways to know that your wife loves you, and we're going to delve into this. I am Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and the Marriage Foundation is founded on principles that I discovered in 2001, all about marriage, that will change how you see marriage completely, how you see your wife, and it'll give you the tools to take the next steps to make your marriage amazing. Number one, and please don't think of this as hokey. Let's go through these and you'll understand why as I get into it. Number one, she gives her legs to you. She allows you to see her legs. For a woman's legs are part of her beauty. And it's not meant for everyone. It's not meant for anyone but her man. And I know in Western society that's really hard to do. But if she's giving you her legs, that's saying a lot. Sounds a little hokey, I know. She offers her breasts to you. Okay, now we're getting to where it's not including anyone else at all, for sure. A woman's breasts are not like ours. A woman's breasts are very sensitive. It's more than just a sexual organ because women aren't sexually arranged. It's connected to her heart. She nurses her children with her breasts. She offers them to you with the same kind of love. Now, obviously, it's a different love, and I'm not going to get into the Greek descriptions. Why bother with that? It's a very pure love that she gives to you alone by offering you her breasts. And some men really blow it, you know. They play with them as if they're a toy or something, as if, oh boy, you know, this is mine, without honoring this gift. And the third way that a woman shows her love to you is by opening her legs for you. And this is very deep because it's not the same for a man. A man can literally, and women don't want to hear this, but it's the truth. A man can have sex with a woman and forget about it 10 minutes later. But a woman, you're going inside of her. And when you go inside of her, you're becoming part of her. And it's a very deep spiritual act. And subconsciously, both of you know it. And so when she opens her legs for you, she's inviting you into her, not just into her body, but into her heart. It's very deep and it's very beautiful. So these are the ways. Now, what's happening if she's not doing that? What if she's not really offering you these three things and that you have to fight for it or negotiate for it or whatever? It means that your marriage is operating on a different level than what it's meant to operate on. And what do I mean by that? You see, in the West, what we have done is we have separated sex from marriage, except that when we're married, we get to have sex with our wife, right? But other than that, sex is different. And you see that by so many men, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but so many men think of porn as no big deal. That's where I get my rocks off. They see looking at women as no big deal. Oh, my wife understands it. You know, I have a friend who used to do photography for Playboy and Penthouse, and now he's married. And he says, yeah, we go to the beach and I love to sit there and I talk to the young girls and, you know, I still take their pictures and stuff. And I go, well, doesn't your wife get bothered by it? No, she understands. She doesn't understand. Now, women will make the adjustment psychologically because they love their men. But it's not honoring your wife to be looking at other women. It's not honoring your wife to look at pornography. It's not honoring your wife to look around at all. And so this is something that has a sort of reciprocal basis, even though we don't like to go there, because what should be going on is she should be loving you entirely without any expectation, and you should be loving her entirely without any expectation. But our lives have become so fragmented in the West that it doesn't manifest that way. And so what you really want to do is you want to take these principles to heart. You want to go, wow, I never knew that when my wife opens herself up to me sexually, she's inviting me into her heart. It sounds almost corny, something romantic, right? That you would only talk to a woman about, but it's not. It's not. It's the truth. And so if you could start seeing your marriage as stemming from the heart of deep love and build on that, your marriage will take on a completely different complexion. And then there won't be any question about whether she loves you or not, because that connection that binds you, marriage means union. Most people forget that. That bond of love that is the seed and the plant of love and of your marriage is so deep and so all encompassing and so infinite, because love has no boundaries. So this is the idea. So what do you do to turn your marriage around, to make it like what I'm describing? And let me talk about again what I'm describing. I'm talking about you want your wife. I'm not saying you ask her to do this, because that won't work. But you want, what you should be desiring is for your wife to love you completely, right? Not, oh yeah, she loves me more than she ever loved anyone else before. Not enough. You want your love to be so deep that you're her life and she's your life. And that takes a lot of changes on your part. You need to start diving deep into how you see her, not how she sees you. Seeing her as your queen, but I don't mean, the figment of your imagination queen. I mean, she's the only woman in the world who you could or would or want ever to be with. That being with her is like a breath of fresh air. That seeing her, thinking of her, hearing her voice brings a big old smile to your face naturally. And how do you do that? Because for most men, that's not what's happening. We've become so fragmented in our society. And how you do that is you learn how to cultivate that love in your heart. I'm going to be honest with you. It's much easier for women to cultivate love for their husband than it is for husbands to cultivate love for their wife. And the reason why is, interestingly, it's biological. Women are compelled to open their heart because they're the ones who carry children. And here's what I used to tell guys who I used to meet with to try and get them to understand. Let's say you went to the doctor and the doctor gave you a physical and said to you, I got some interesting news for you. What's that? Well, you're pregnant. And you go, what? Your first reaction is, cut that thing out of me. Get that thing out. I can't be pregnant. I'm not going to be pregnant. Now, let's contrast that with if your wife or any woman goes into a doctor and she already knows she's pregnant. And a doctor says, well, things are looking good, but I've got to really, I have to tell you this. You don't have a human being inside of you. You have a bunny rabbit. A woman will go, oh, because it's their natural part of them to nurture, to take care of, and to love. Why is that? It's because of this compulsion that actually is very biologically understandable. we are all carrying around the drive to survive, the self-preservation. It's just part of us and part of our species. And the man's drive is be fruitful and multiply. Guy goes, oh yeah, I'll multiply with anyone I can get my hands on. It's not his fault. As he becomes more sophisticated, more spiritually evolved, he realizes the right way to do that is with his wife. But a woman is the one who nurtures this child from the time she's impregnated. And so this development of her love is natural for her. So a man has to learn it. How I like to guide men is by saying this. They want to know what's wisdom, because I give them a technique which appears in my online course for men. And the technique is called the SO technique. Stop, which is the S, E, evaluate, and W, act with wisdom, because it's the first step in learning how to really have a great marriage. And they'll always inevitably ask, well, what do you mean by wisdom? And I just say very plainly, the highest wisdom is love. We need to learn how to love unconditionally. We need to learn how to cultivate that love in our heart. It's there. It's not so accessible for us, but it is there. And so that's it. So again, going back, how do you know that you're loved, that your wife loves you? Well, she wants you. She wants you physically. She offers her body to you. She offers her beauty to you. And that's how you know. It's very simple. And how do we achieve that? Stay tuned for what should be your next step. If you're interested in some of the things that we have as behind a paywall offering, because we have books and we have an online course for you, then stay tuned. And God bless you. So if you don't mind, like the video if you think you got some benefit. I know you've learned some things you never knew before. And subscribe if you want to get more videos like this. And if you're parting now, God bless you. If not, we'll see you in the next step. Now, if your marriage is doing okay, but you could use a little help, you can just watch these videos. It's free. Or you could read my articles. They're free. Or you could take the next step. Get one of my books. We have two books. One is Lessons for a Happy Marriage, and the other is Breaking the Cycle. And the only difference is one is a little more complicated because I wrote Breaking the Cycle for when I started to train marriage counselors into our system. Now, if your marriage is really like, oh my God, I don't know how long I could take this, then by all means, don't worry about the money. There's plans that start for less than $10 a week. Get the online course. We have one for women and we have one for men. They're both spectacular. And if both of you, and it's rare, but go to our website. And if your spouse wants to sign up too, they can, but later. First, you find out what it's all about. One thing I promise you is within days or weeks at the most, you will be blown away by the amazing changes that are happening already. God bless you. And please like this video, but more importantly, subscribe so you can get this entire series of the toxins that hit your marriage. I'm Paul Friedman. God bless you and take care.